I can't believe how selfish you all are.
No, you are so selfish.
Why are you being so selfish?
I'm being selfish.
You are the most selfish person I have ever met.
What? Selfish?
And maybe Joey's right. Maybe all good deeds are selfish.
Hi there. So what do you think about the video that you just watched just now? Can you guess what I'm going to present about? If you don't know what I'm going to present, is no worries. Allow me to briefly explain it to you. So based on the video shown previously, the topic that I'm going to talk about would be on the self-care. So based on the videos shown previously, I can confidently say this is whenever a person started to talk about wanting to have a self-care, the response or the reaction on the people surrounding them would be like as shown as in the videos that you are just see just now. So why, you may ask? So from my observation, I can clearly say that the reaction given us like on the video are due to the maybe of the people having the little or small exposure on the importance of self-care and what are the simple or the beginning step that they can take in order to do the self-care. So here moving on would be on the definition. So what is self-care? So there are a lot of definition given by many people. So the first one would be on as stated by JBI Library of Systematic Review in 2010. It's defined as the set of activity in which one engaged throughout the life on a daily basis and focusing on promoting health and preventing illness and managing issues that came up along the way. Whereas as stated by a PMC Palliative Care in April 2018, it is defined as the self-initiated behavior that can that people choose to incorporate to promote good health and general well-being. So moving on to the importance of self-care. But before we go on to the importance, I would like to show you on the statistic that I find can be related with the result of having a poor self-care. So let's go. So here are the statistics provided by the State of Mental Health in America in 2017, and I'm going to touch on the crucial figure, which is the first one would be on an increase in the percentage of adults experiencing mental illness is amounting even before the COVID-19, which is the prevalence of mental illness among adults was in 2017 and 2018 increasing to about 19% of adults having a mental illness, and the increase is equivalent to 1.5 million people over the last year data set. And I think the percentage will increase more if people did not take self-care seriously. And the next one will be on the youth mental illness, which is also worsening, which is at 9.7% of youth in the US have severe major depression, and this rate was highest among youth who are identified as more than one race, which is at 12.4%. And youth with more than one race is, for instance, having an American dad and Asian mother. So this figure clearly show how important self-care is. So moving on to the importance of self-care, the first one would be it will help ourselves in relieving the pressure of everyday life and reset yourself to get back to a healthy point where productivity is once again maximized. And the next important would be it would help us to have a better reaction to the things that go on in our life. And other benefits have been linked, which is on the positive health outcome, such as reducing stress, improve immune system, and increase productivity, and also having a higher self-esteem. And the third one, which is also related to the second point, would be it can help in promoting a good productivity. So next is on the simple step for having a self-care in your life, as stated by 4 simple steps to embrace self-care in your life by the Simplicity Habit in 2020. So the first one will be acknowledge your stress, give yourself permissions, figure out what self-care means to you, and make time every day. So the first one would be acknowledging your stress. We are all dealing with much more stress this day because our brain are using more energy than usual on trying to accomplish all of our regular and daily tasks, while also processing the constant information and news received, and on top of that having to deal with the emotional stress such as have to frequently wearing a mask, glove, and social distancing wherever we go. And none of this is normal, and it makes our brain seriously tired, even me. And it is okay to acknowledge that you are carrying all of this stress, and actually it is more than okay. So it is important for us to take a hot minute and check in with ourselves. So you also need to recognize what is happening around you, rather than just let it go for that moment, because when another problem or obstacle come along the way, it will be hard for you to manage the time for everything. So the next one would be on give yourself a permission. So at some point we will come out to on the other end whenever we are doing, for example, completing a task or clearing an obstacle, and we need to do our best to come out of it healthy. And to do so, we need to take care of ourselves, and it should not be a choice to take care of yourself. So take a deep breath, remind yourself that you deserve to do something for yourself, and that you need to take care of yourself in order to take care of others. So in order to achieve this, you can verbalize to yourself where you can say you will be healthy and strong by creating a mantra that you can repeat to yourself daily, or you can even write it on a memo and paste it on the place that you will constantly see it. So for instance, the quote or a mantra can be as simple as I will be healthy and strong daily, or I'll give myself permission to take care of my needs, to remind yourself that it is essential to take care of yourself. And the third one would be figuring out what self-care means to you. So there is no specific activity that can be considered as self-care, because different people will need or comfortable in different activity. So think about what that means to you. So figure out what are you willing and able to take on to improve your health, and what kind of activities excite and motivate you. So the activity can be as simple as spending time outside by doing activities such as hiking, or by just simply lay in the grass and watch the clouds for a bit. It can also be by simple activities such as putting down some smartphone when you are going to bed. And if you wake up in the middle of the night, try not to look at it because you need to give your brain a break from constantly looking on your smartphone. And the other one would be doing one thing for yourself each day, which is you allocate approximately about 30 minutes a day and do what makes you happy. For instance, it could be just like reading a book, magazine, take a bath, or watching a short show or videos. It is important to take time for yourself. And last but not least is make time every day. And this one relates with the previous one, which is having your own private time, or people nowadays call it as me time, or even a shutdown time. So this is when you have found and stick with the activity that you feel that can make you happy, and at the same time promotes a healthy lifestyle. The activity doesn't have to be same every day, but you do need to do something for yourself every day. So set aside time on your schedule and make it happen. With that, we have come to the conclusion, and the conclusion would be it is important to have your own time so that you can be happy while having a healthy lifestyle, in order to help others to be happy and having a healthy lifestyle too. So that's all from me. Thank you.